A recent lesson I'm still learning is don't get too cocky about control, self control, or discipline. Just give you simple examples. There are bigger examples that I probably don't want to give. That's probably too personal. But simple examples that everybody can relate to probably is example discipline, eating or quitting something. So, for example, sugar, right? I quit sugar mostly, pretty much. Rarely I indulge. Occasionally I will have a sweet, every so often, like every few weeks, once or twice maybe. That's about it. So that part is great. Like when I get really craving, sometimes when I go like a little bit overboard, like recently, a week or so ago, I had a big ice cream. Um, that pretty much kind of made me remind me why I quit sugar. Like, I don't like this. So before that would have been awesome, but I just didn't like that taste or that whole sugar overload didn't sit well with me. So immediately, like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. But then recently, like, in my trip, I've been, when I visited India, I got into drinking the habit of coffee again, especially Indian style. If you know the Indian style, it's more like a cappuccino than really coffee. Anyway, I started craving again, like every day, like drinking that coffee, right? So, but as soon as I came back to US, I kind of shifted again, made sure I don't drink anymore, and slowly shifted back to decaf. But there are other stuff that I noticed that I thought I was pretty much over it, had a strong discipline. If I wilt, if I put myself in the temptation, I'm back to square one. It's hard to resist. And more you resist, more you get tempted. So you just have to pretty much at that point give in and, indulge a bit and understand why you don't like it and get back to it. But the bottom line is I found out there are certain things, even if you think it's just one time only, don't. Don't get into that temptation. If that particular thing pulls you hard, and that's the trick. You don't know or until you do it. So it's always a lesson, I guess. But anyway, just want to share that if anybody has gone through that, just remember, it's hard to get into a habit that you want to quit or quit something and get into that habit of quitting and keeping away from it. Just don't go into this mode of, hey, I'll just do it once or twice kind of deal. Just know your limitations. So, anyway, those are my thoughts.